We have been talking about FA Cup, UCL, Ballon d'Or, and whatnot. But let's get back to home. Let's head home and let's talk about Indian football. We have two guests today. One is Prakhar Bhattacharya. He's a scout, and we'll get to know more about him in a short while. And we have Ruptito Mukherjee. Mukherjee, right?
Yep.
Ruptito Mukherjee. So let's begin today's session, which is dedicated to Indian football, and I hope you enjoy it. So, guys, take over.
Yeah, I mean, I was very excited to talk about this and get more informed about what's going on in the Indian football, especially about what the groundwork going on. So, thanks, Proper, for your time. So, can you please describe a bit about your work culture and what exactly is your contribution towards making the Indian football to what it's expected in next few years?
Firstly, I'll be thankful to Abhishek and Ruptito. কি বলবো? Ruptito. Okay. Firstly, I'll thank Abhishek and Ruptito to send me the invitation. And the next thing is that yes, for Indian football, it was my dream, firstly, to join and work for this country's football to be a scout. Firstly, as Abhishek said already. So that's my first and foremost thing, that I work as a scout for agency named Treble Sports Management, as well as for Treble I work as an agent and football players agent, and I deal players and we deal players in India, Bangladesh, Maldives, and this place, mostly in India. So that's what I do.
Okay, so in India, especially in Calcutta, we have a fight between like what is the best celebrated sport, be it cricket or be it football. So right now, my question is like, we people say that cricket is much more celebrated because we have achievements and silverware like T20 World Cup, 50, our ODI World Cup. Now, when 2018 World Cup football was going on, we had an ad regarding the dream of India participating in the World Cup in 2026. So, what's your take on it? I mean, how much you as a scout is hopeful for that?
Firstly, I hope that India is a country of 130 billion people. So, firstly, that is not like that we can't grow. We don't have that much capability or that much talent with us inside our country. We have that much good players, that much talented players. But the problem is, what we are facing is the infrastructure, firstly, and second thing, the people or the management who will bring out the players from maybe grassroots level or from a level where people don't actually get into those type of games. So that's the problem, main problem of Indian football, that mainly the grassroots problem. And now what happening, we are dreaming for it. We are dreaming for the participation in World Cup, because of we are growing more in grassroots. We as far I know and I learned from my courses, and that out in outer world there is many country like Spain, like England or Portugal. They always try to bring out players in under 12, under 13 level. Maybe they start from 6 7 old children. They actually get into the academies and train like the players in a professional way. They grow up from that 6 to 7 years old. When they grow up to an adult, and they went to many clubs out there, many clubs scout, they look into those players from under 15 levels, and they took those players to their club, and now many of them playing in the top leagues in those uh, countries. So why not in India? It also can be happen in India, so that's not a matter. But we need that much infrastructure, we need that much manpower, and that's it.
So like when you go for scouting a player, so as a scout, so if I am a player and I know like a scout is coming to view, suppose I am having a amateur level match today and you are the scout. So as a player, what should I keep in mind? Like what should I do extra above the level I push every day to come under the recognition of the scouts? I mean, as a scout, what do you search inside a player?
Firstly, as a scout, we when we attend a game, we already know, we should know that which player I am or the scout are going to take. Or so we have that idea that this player is in my mark and I will watch him throughout the match. But we don't like other fans, we don't go and watch the football totally, the match totally. We just keep eye on that player only from the pre-match, like from the uh, before the match, when the player arrives the ground, what will be his uh, physical condition before the match, on the warm up, what is his social things in warm up, what he is doing. From that to the last stage of the match, when the players are going inside the going out of the ground, what the player is doing also, then we look throughout the whole process, we look on that player only. Mainly in the game, we look for four main point in a player, that is technical or tactical, psychological, physical, and social. These 4 points we actually watch in a player throughout the game, from warm up, from player arrives the stadium, from warm up, and when the player leaving the pitch, from that, from warm up to at last of the match. So
Can
we
you
look when
describe the social point a bit?
social point is very important for a player, which I am looking for. Like if he is arguing with his teammates, or maybe he is doing fun in pitch, maybe he is poking some other players while warm up, maybe he is talking too much with some players in a group. In warm up they are talking. So maybe main thing this happens with the underage people, underage players like 15 16. They have this type of thing that yes, I will talk, no problem. But this is actually not the things you need to be grow. No, you need to be focused. Yes, obviously you should be a friendly behavior in match. Maybe your teammate misses the ball or don't pass to you, but that not means that you will go to him and anything you say about the player in the pitch. Or you maybe the communication between the other teammates, that yes, he is giving you pass or you giving him pass in that position. You know that this player is in that position. Even after leaving, after the match, when you are leaving the pitch, we see that what he is doing. Maybe there is fans out there. He is what he's things going on his mind with the fans. What he is doing with the fans. Maybe fans are saying his name if he good player. He is reacting to it. How he reacting to it. Like that.
I'll slightly disagree with all due respect to your points that you have said, because if this scouting process is actually followed, and suppose we say it was Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the age of 15 playing, and you may be seeing him throwing boots at someone else, then he wouldn't been scouted. But we all know what a good player he is. So don't you think that it
Obviously.
actually the responsibility rests on the senior players to like take him into account, then teach him through the process? And because we all know many players who have achieved great heights. I mean, being an Arsenal fan, the most arguably best Arsenal captain is Patrick Vieira, and we all know what behavior he had in the team. So don't you think that that bit of attitude and bit of confidence can take a player to that next height, which maybe he couldn't achieve with just his technical skills?
Firstly, yes, I can say like that, that only what I said about that is only about social and bit of psychological skills. But obviously, maybe when Zlatan Ibrahimovic was scouted, maybe his technical and tactical and physical skills were up to that mark. Then his social skill is maybe some time down, but they
It did
thought
not
that
matter
it
much,
will
right?
go up. Yes, it will go up when he is training with good coaches, when he is going through a good process of trainings. So he will learn about this and go up. That maybe they thought. So we know what Zlatan Ibrahimovic is, how his skills are, like this psychological, their technical or physical, obviously physical. So
Okay, so
maybe those things.
yeah, and recently there is a debate going on regarding I League versus Indian Super League. So many people wrote off earlier when Super League arrived. Many people wrote off like it's just a corporate league, it's just for like getting the black money around and something, because there were many corporates and high level businessmen involved. But we have seen quite through these years that many people were scouted right from the ISL, which didn't get an eye or attention in I League. So what's your take on that?
Firstly, I don't support this thing that I League versus ISL, because two leagues are of Indian football and two leagues are growing in that phase. That of in today the news is that ISL is a recognized tournament, as well as I League was already. So the thing is that maybe what you said, that some players are directly seen on ISL and not on I League. Maybe some people think that a player who is going to I League first and then going to ISL, he is a good player. But in ISL, you have to think that the ISL team, all ISL teams, without maybe Northeast United, all have their grassroots process. From they have their academies from under 15 to the main team, they have all process. So it can happen some player are from that grassroots process thing, like Sumit Rathi, who is the best emerging player of 2019 ISL. He came from ATK reserves, and obviously through the grassroots process he went to the main team and played well, and obviously the result is there. And there is many player who went through I League and then played in ISL. That is dependent upon the player, what psychological thing he is thinking about. If
I have
many
a
players are
question here.
there who, yes, yes.
Yeah, you complete and then I'll ask, of course.
Okay. So the psychological things what players think. There are two type of things. One thing is a player is thinking there is nothing about how I can play, or in first team I can get the chance or not. I am happy with the money. I am signing a good contract, and maybe in one year, maybe 2-3 match I will play. But there is all that is also a type of player. And also another type of player is that I will play, I will earn my name, and then I will go to the best league, and everyone will recognize me as the first team player of Indian Super League. So that's the two difference of players. So many we see that I League players who are joining ISL, many we see that there is no I League background, but risk or not.
So, do you think ISL and I League, these two leagues are indirectly killing each other?
Firstly, indirectly killing each other. If we are thinking about this rivalry and these things, some I League. Firstly, I League clubs are, that financially they are not that much stable.
Correct.
But and ISL clubs are more stable than I League clubs. But when we are thinking about the development of Indian football, we can have many good players from league, and then they go to ISL, and then they go to Indian national team. Maybe if we know that the Indian national team, the maybe their scout or the who decide, maybe I don't aware of, but many people tell us that only ISL players get chance in Indian national team.
Okay.
This is maybe a thing that we can think that this ISL and I League killing, ISL is killing I League or I League. That is my point. That Indian football team is the players of Indian football team are from ISL teams, not from I League.
So
That's my point.
it brings me to the question, to the topic, which is recently Mohun Bagan and ATK, they have merged, and Mohun Bagan is entering the new entity. ATKMB is entering ISL. So Ruptirtha, you are a Mohun Bagan fan, and you are a scout, Prakhar. So from both of your perspective, I would like to know about how you feel about this move. Starting with Ruptirtha.
Yeah, so I'll try to speak as an unbiased way rather than being a fan, because it's tough, because I have Mohun Bagan in my blood, so it's very difficult to set the perspective of it. So being said that, so taking what Prakhar said lastly regarding the financial condition of the I League and the ISL teams, what I personally felt over the years that there is also a difference in footballing challenges in ISL and I League. I mean, if you see the level of football played in ISL and the level of football in I League is completely hell and heaven difference. And also what matters nowadays is the commerciality. You can see in world football, women's football is coming up so much. There are so many viewers nowadays in even Women's World Cup, which weren't even commercialized 3 years back. So if you see, there was a time when Z Sports used to sponsor I League, and it was ONGC I League back that time. And right now we need to see I League in an local Bengali channel, which we wouldn't have thought maybe 5 years back. So yes, to have the limelight, you need to get there. I mean, it's just like the same thing between Ranji Trophy versus IPL. But if you talk about ISL and I League, we will have a time for the betterment of Indian football, one league policy rather than ISL and I League going parallelly, which you correctly pointed out that it will be harming each other. So for financial point of view and for footballing reasons, I support the thing that ATK chose to merge with Mohun Bagan, which will increase the commerciality, the background and everything. And regarding the fan base and the logo, many people say that they have sold their club, they have done this, they have done that. for me, it's more important to keep the club in the competition rather than just fading away. We know what good force Dempo FC was few years back in Indian football,
Right.
but we don't. I mean, that club just faded away. We had players like Deco in there, and that club just moved into the mid-air. So I didn't want that situation to come in. So I'm happy with the fact that Mohan Bagan will be playing in ISL in next season. So hopefully they'll keep up the performance and they'll start recruiting more players. I mean, we have seen the biggest example is Prabir Das. We have seen him playing in Mohan Bagan. We have seen him playing in
ATK.
KTK. He has done a big injury to himself last year, but whoa, the way he came back,
He
awesome,
came back, right.
awesome.
Yeah.
So I both as a football fan and as a Mohan Bagan fan, I support what's happening, and at the same time, we need to take care that this doesn't get completely commercial, keeping the sentiments of the fans and whatever legacy it has over the last 130 years.
Prakhar, what do you think about this move?
Firstly, the thing is that we all need to understand that in football, in a football club, their first thing should be how we can grow, how good we can play football. That's the first thing they should think about. Obviously, there is fan, because without fan, the football team, there is no things that without fan, football is
It's
nothing.
like water.
We
It's
all
like
know.
water to a plant.
Yes, obviously. But in my way, I will say that many people will say that no, the club is being sold, or whatever the club was, it is not now. There is a new club, and some people say that it's good. So what I think is that in this merger, the heritage of Mohun Bagan Club, as well as the professionalism and the footballing, the best footballing, perspective of ATK, they merged. And what will be the thing? The team, there was one team, and now it's to the two team. It's merged, and it's a big and heavy and great, uh, you know, great team it will be in next season, because they all have the merged thing, the grassroots level of Mohun Bagan Sale Academy, as well as the ATK Academy, as well as the Mohun Bagan team. The Mohun Bagan team, some good players were there in Mohun Bagan team in I League, as well as the ISL champion, the ATK team, as well as their scouting will be good. More player will be scouted by them, more player will be given chance, as well as what the problem was is the already players, which players are there, they uh, their contract is terminated now, and going to be terminated because the teams merged. So that's the thing, that's the only thing that the problem in my eyes, because obviously the players played well, but they maybe some players played well, but more of Mohun Bagan, they will not in the team maybe next year. So they will go and find another team. That's not a big problem. But the thing is, it will only help Indian football to grow. Nothing else. The merger will, I am sure, if they succeed in football, they will play AFC Champions League in next season. As per me.
Do you agree? Do you agree with the fact that Mohun Bagan has been more successful in the last 10 years than the rival East Bengal club?
As per football
That's a
fan,
good
I
question.
will say yes. I will say yes, because in last 10 years, if we see, Mohun Bagan won 2 I League, one with Sanjay Sen, and in 2015, and another one just we saw with Kibu Vikuna uh, last year, so last season. So I can say yes, maybe there is financial issues, but the club officials played very good role to bring out some. Maybe even if we can talk about the last season, the previous season of when Shankarlal sir was coach, and that season was a not so good season for Mohun Bagan. Uh, Maybe their formation or their tactics that didn't click in match, or whatever the situation. Maybe their players for which they chosen was not that much that mark in that. But last season, what the officials did was to bring out some good players, bring some good players from they, and obviously they the Spanish thing they started in the club. They take four Spanish players, and the thing, the interconnection between the Spanish players, that actually the
Do
result
you
is we know.
do you think that East Bengal is a big example of like more money doesn't mean good football? Like they had a 400 crore sponsor, but they couldn't win.
They
I
had
mean, they win trophyless.
they had 400 crore sponsors, but if we have money, but maybe you can't say that when East Bengal got the sponsor, the team was maybe in my eyes that I League team was the best in 2018-19. In my eyes, that I League team, this is a like luck. We maybe luck, or I will not say luck, because maybe something there was, the lag there was, maybe the when Enrique Escueda got injured and Jobby Justin, they bring Jobby Justin in first team in place of Enrique. So maybe in that phase, East Bengal drawn maybe 1, 2, 3 matches in a row. So that may be a luck. So in my eyes, the first 2018-19 team was a solid one, but the 1920 team, I will not say it's bad, because when if I describe the statistics of Marcos de la Espada, he statistically he is a very good scorer, but we know that it is Indian football. Many players don't click. Actually, don't they? Maybe some many reasons are there. They don't click. So that happened. But I will say last season Mohun Bagan was just marvelous,
Yeah.
fabulous.
So as we are, I guess we are running out of time. So I'll end with one question. We heard in many interviews from our former Indian captain Saurav Ganguly that a captain is as good as its team, but we see not a bit, but quite a bit difference in Sunil Chhetri and rest of the players in the Indian team. So, and even in, and there is a question like Sunil Chhetri has, as what's his age right now? It's 33 or 34?
35,
Hello,
turning
It's, yeah.
36.
Yeah, so Sunil
hello.
Chhetri will, yeah, hello,
Yeah, you're audible.
can you hear us? I guess we lost
Hello,
him. Hello?
hello,
Hello, hello.
hello, hello.
Yeah. I can hear
Yes,
you.
yes. You
Can
can
you hear
see.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Fine. So continuing on my question. So
Yes.
even we have a question like when Baichung Bhutia retired, we knew that Sunil Chhetri will be taking over. So when Sunil Chhetri will not be there in the front line of Indian football, so who's the next Sunil Chhetri? I mean, we have many players in the row. I mean, the new boy Sahal Abdul Samad has been awesome in his own credits and at his age especially. So who do you think will carry the baton of Indian football after Sunil Chhetri?
First thing, I will like to say that in Indian football now what happens that if I have the coach already said that already they think like that if we have a Indian striker I will put him in the wing, not in the front line, not in the front. So there are many players, but if I can say in a long run, I will say it will be Himanshu Jangra from Minerva Punjab. I like his playing. He is now playing. He will playing in FC under 60. He's a gem in my eyes. He's a gem, a perfect goal scorer. Maybe he is not that much in that much age, but he will grow more if he
What's his
focus.
age at the moment?
He is 16.
16. So he has got a lot of time.
Yes.
He's almost 20 years
Yes.
younger than Sunil Chhetri.
Yes.
All right.
He is a future
ending-
star.
So
just
that
ending on the
sums
point.
up.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have seen many players who have been claimed as stars, but they got lost in the way. So, like in English football or in Spanish football, like when you scout a good player at this tender age of 15, 17, you take the responsibility not just of football, starting from hygiene, his training, the way he lives, the way he leads his lifestyle, and everything. So, do we have that policy currently in Indian football? Like a player, we scout a player, and we don't just let him roam around. We take him under a certain academy, scout him in the way that we want him to develop.
No. I'll not say that these things are not there. These things are there in some areas of Indian football, like Minerva Punjab Academy. They are doing a very good job, but not in all. And when in the past few years back, we seen Tata Football Academy. They give many players in Indian, but I don't think there is so much thing. And another thing is Sudeva FC. They are doing a good job, as well as Indian Arrows. In Indian Arrows, the players are being scouted from very much regions of India, and they play there, and they play well. That's it. They are going to ISL. Many players are from Indian Arrows going to ISL this year.
Yeah. So I'll just ask one last question. So you have to give a one-word answer on this, and in a completely unbiased way. Who's the national club of India?
This is a tough one.
National Club of India, I think, and I'll say Kerala Blasters because of the legacy and the fan base out.
Kerala Blasters. It's a
Yes.
franchise. It's not a club.
Yes, it's growing and it will be the best as per fans. Because
No, that's
who will
that's
say
down the line.
who
That's
will
down
say
the
the
line.
clubs the Indian?
Yeah, that's down the line. But currently,
I think he wants to ask if it's East Bengal or Mohun Bagan.
Who is the national club of India? You can name any. You can name any.
The National Club of India
Yeah.
now, ATK Mohun Bagan.
Okay, fine. We end it right here. We
All right,
end
so it has
here.
been a
All
great
our viewers,
session.
This is it done.
All right, so good session, and thank you, Prakhar, for being here. And it's not over. We will learn more from you regarding scouting and how this Indian football fraternity works. And hopefully the viewers liked it. If you did, share this with your friends, and of course, subscribe to Portcover Sports. And hopefully we'll have more sessions like this with Prakhar. And stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.